Hi, this is my Beam E4 from Advanced Hobby in Illinois. The build is 99% complete. I just really got to solder all the connections, to the speed controller, battery packs. There you go. Motor, speed controller, and the battery pack. Just got to solder, just solder some Dean's connectors on. Do a test flight, check the trims, check the settings, and I'm ready to throw this thing around. Let me just give you a brief sort of overview of the heli. Hold on, there's a full sort of view of it first. Pretty neat. We'll start with the head. As you can see, it's a full metal head. The only thing that's not metal are the paddles and the links. Everything else is, metal. The yoke, blade grips, the flybar cage, washout arms, the swash. The swash is sort of has a unique design. It's fully maintainable. You can actually take the swash apart, change the bearing, change the ball, change the ball holders. So if you ever get slopped down the line in your swash, you can just take it apart, replace the individual parts, and just screw it back together. So you'll never have to buy another swash again, which is a pretty neat idea. As you can see, it's PCMPETE. I'm running JR 285 mini servos. You can get the metal gear versions, but they will develop slop after a while. And on the tail, it's hard to see from this angle. Let me just turn it over. Running JR 3400G gyro servo with I'm running the CSM 720 gyro, which is well tucked in there, out of harm's way for when the inevitable happens. My JR Spectrum prime receiver, Spectrum secondary receiver. You see, I still got to tidy up a few wires. I'm not going to do that until I get the motor and speed controller in. So moving back, it's a metal or aluminium tail boom with Beam E4, Ultimate Professional written on it. Carbon fiber, horizontal tail or stabilizer, vertical stabilizer. And one of the neat features, let me just turn this around so you can get a better view of it, is a one-piece tail case, which is supposed to be quite strong, and it's very easy for maintenance. You do two screws, undo the two screws, and the whole output shaft comes out, bearings and all, one piece. So ease of maintenance or replacing or storage or whatever. Metal tail grips, metal ball, pitchfork. Comes with blades. The blades are plastic. The main blades are carbon fiber reinforced glass fiber. A couple of logos on the blades. I put them on. It's just my choice. It should give a cool effect once it's in the air. Let me just pop the canopy off so you can see what's what. The kit comes with a white canopy. They also supplied me with this one, which is plastic. The paint quality is pretty good. Again with a jazzy holographic logo. Should look good in the air. There's the front two servos. The actual servos bolt under the main bearing block, which holds the main shaft. So there's little or no movement between the two of the cyclic CCPM servos and the swash, which is which is good. This is going to be my sort of initial pack of each flight day. You know, it's flight power. What is it? 2100 milliamp. You know, 3 cell. I also have two of these flight power extremes are they give off you can discharge them at 25C continuous and 50C burst, so it should, you know, pump the power out that bit better. Let's see, I haven't installed the motor or speed control yet because I got to solder the connectors on everything. But the speed control will be going in here, motor up in there, and that's pretty much it. I say, you know, everything on the heli is either carbon fiber or metal, both with the exception of rear servo mount plastic, a bit flimsy, but it should be okay. You know, the gearing, which is CNC cut, and the plastic undercarriage legs, and everything else is metal or carbon fiber, real high quality stuff. And I really look forward to getting this out in the air. And there's the motor, speed controller, another battery, and Dean's connectors, and I'll be flying it with my Spectrum DX7, which pretty cool radio. You know, it's not top of the line, but it does everything I need to do. There we go. PCMPETE already programmed in. Started, you know, setting up the parameters on it. The menu system is very similar to the JR3810, you know, so I'm pretty familiar with that. And it's got this balance strap on it. You know, so when you pick it up by your strap, you know, I have it sort of pointing away from me a bit, you know, just sort of my personal preference. And that's about it. That's the Beam E4, courtesy of Advantage Hobby, and also because I'm a Team Beam member, they give me a hat to wear. So let's see what this looks like on. I haven't seen myself with it yet, but there we are, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. And that's about it. That should be a little mover and groover, this machine. The Beam E4.